You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rogance for our Black and White Sports. I don't know if I can think of anything that makes me happier than somebody actually standing up for their belief set. And we've talked about the fact that it seems like a lot of people should have boycotted the Winter Olympics. Why? Because they're in Beijing, China. Now, we know all about the issues involving Beijing, China. But we do find it odd athletes still win. Of course, the U.S. is doing a benign, limp dick diplomatic boycott, and that's just what it is. I mean, it's a completely flaccid boycott that means a bunch of nothing, really. Sponsors didn't pull out, okay? They didn't pull out. So, not a lot of boycotting going on, really and truly. I understand that's a tough position for the athletes. I get that. But, you know, with all the atrocities going on with China, and now you've got Joe Biden and Xi Jinping having a bit of a love fest over there, Love Fest 2022, makes you even more nervous about it. But we do have one guy that is a sports bar owner in D.C. who has said, nope, I know I'm a sports bar, but guess what? Not on my watch, not in my bar, am I going to have the Winter Olympics in Beijing, China, playing on any of my televisions. He has boycotted, his business has boycotted the Winter Olympics, and he's gotten asked about this. He was on Fox News this morning, and customers are asking, where the hell is the Olympics at? And he says, he explains to them exactly what's going on, and they could not be more supportive of what he has decided to do. This is the Blaze. DC sports bar owner says he will not show the Beijing Olympics due to China's despicable human rights policies. Somewhere LeBron James, LaChina James, is crying us all a damn river. Once the 2022 Beijing Olympics are underway next month, this article is a couple of days old, so as they're underway right now, people all around the globe will tune in and watch the athletic spectacle on television, but they won't be watching at Dirty Water. What a great name for a bar. A sports bar located in Washington, D.C. By the way, those ratings are in. I did that video earlier, and they are literally the lowest rated Olympics thus far in the history of Olympics. I kid you not. The day lower than the Summer Olympics. And that was, I believe, an all-time low. All-time low. All-time low. All-time dumpster fire. The Daily Caller reported that the bar's owner, Chris DeFelice, has decided not to show the Olympics at his establishment as a way of opposing China's human rights abuses. Bravo. DeFelice is also calling on other companies to do the same. Quote, I am formally announcing that Dirty Water will not show the 2022 Winter Olympics hosted in China. We cannot in good conscience support an event hosted in a place with such current despicable human rights policies. We ask and challenge other businesses like ours to join us, DeFelice told the Daily Caller in a statement. As a sports fan, the still current major questions about the well-being of tennis star Pei Schwing and activism of Boston Celtics player Enes Kanter Freedom basically woke me up to things I have glossed over, much like many others, he told the outlet in an interview. I am as guilty as most in the Western world to sort of ignore and lack of concern for these atrocities that not only have taken place for years but are current. I ask again, where is Peng Shuai? And why did she skip the Australian Open? There's only 4 majors in tennis, and she skipped one that exists on the Asian Pacific side of the world. We have to ask why. It's a great damn question. I think we know the answer. The U.S. has announced a diplomatic boycott of the Olympics, but some people, including DeFelice, believe there should be a total boycott. You can count me in there. This isn't for me because I know how damn hard. This isn't easy for me because I know how damn hard these athletes work to have their moment in the sun every 4 years. I support these American athletes and all the athletes in their Olympic dream. The failure not to move the Olympics out of China, and yeah, this is something we don't talk about enough. This is a failure by the IOC to not move this entire Olympic Games and any future games out of China. By the way, make sure you don't give them to Russia either while you're at it. The failure not to move the Olympics out of China falls on the IOC. However, 4 years of hard work isn't of greater value than the lives of the oppressed in China, DeFelice told the outlet. And I think, I will say this, I think to a point, Enes Kanter Freedom has woke a lot of people up. I mean, he's regularly on Fox News now. He even did a hit on Newsmax the other day. And I was like, wow. I mean, think about that. How many times, when's the last time an NBA player showed up on either one of those networks to talk about anything? I can't remember the last time, frankly. I mean, considering some of the walking, talking dumpster fires in that league right now that's built off Chinese money, I mean, they're just not going to speak out. The fact that he plays in that league and speaks out, it's pretty damn brave by Enes Kanter if you think about the fact that he is playing in a league where so many guys are paid by merchandise and by their teams because of Chinese money. The Celtics are basically banished in China because of Enes and everything he's spoken out against. Whether it's Hong Kong, Tibet, the Muslim Uyghurs, and all the atrocities going on there, it's good to see at least a U.S. business step up and say, we are not showing the Olympics in our establishment. But here's the thing. It needs to be bigger. Okay? Some of these corporations that regularly have sports broadcasting going on in their establishments should follow suit. I'm looking at you, Chili's, Applebee's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop. Okay? Some of these places like this, some of these more franchise places, Red Robin, these kind of places need to step back, take a step back. Texas Roadhouse, looking at you, okay? Take a step back and cut the Winter Olympics off in your establishments at your bars, off your TVs. Where are you? Okay? Don't support this crap. Don't put it on your TV. And when people ask, somebody with the establishment should be able to step up and explain, look, there's some things going on in China that are very un-American, and we're not going to support that as a company. You notice I named a lot of corporations there. Woke corporate interest, like the sponsors that are still paying NBC, and then, of course, nobody's watching their ads now anyway. 7.25 million viewers the other night, all-time low opening ever for the Olympics, down 55% from 2018. 55%, 64% from 2014. Good God, that's a plummet, a damn plummet off the face of the earth. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. It's good to see a guy like this taking a step up. Independent business owners should take note. We had a guy last year owned a sports bar in Cincinnati, Ohio, that boycotted anything to do with LeBron James in his sports bar. We know he watched our videos too, by the way. Thanks for the support. Peace. We're out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.